Good afternoon. I want to keep you updated. We have a developing situation in South Dakota. We have some sunny skies going on right now in the across South Dakota, but later on that'll change. Starting right now, we have a developing cold front that is pushing through west to east, and right now it is in eastern Wyoming, and it's going to make its way across South Dakota throughout the evening hours and into the overnight hours. And so let's go ahead and show you the radar, just show you what's going on very briefly here. We have a couple of thunderstorms down in western Iowa. These will fade out. Not looking for those to be severe or anything, so that's just something to just take note of, that there is some thunderstorms going down there, but there's nothing that's going to be well too organized there. This is the more organized stuff that's we're going to be paying attention to very closely. This is where about the cold front is. And we have a band of thunderstorms that is making its way to the east. Right now it is across eastern Wyoming and parts of western South Dakota and the Black Hills. That's going to make its way to the east, so it'll push off to the east, eventually impacting Rapid City here within the next hour or two. These storms are going to make this way to the east, and this is going to turn into a line of thunderstorms, and they have the potential to be strong to severe, and that's why the Storm Prediction Center has put out this risk map. And the marginal is in the southwestern part of South Dakota, because when the storms first get going, they're not right away going to be severe, as we can see on radar, but they will eventually be severe as they push off to the east, into starting in western South Dakota and pushing its way across South Dakota, across the whole state, as slight risk is put out for much of South Dakota, all of South Dakota with the exception of the southwestern part of South Dakota. Sioux Falls, yes, under the gun. I would say Sioux Falls would probably get the thunderstorms, probably won't get here in Sioux Falls until about 10 o'clock or after. So it'll be after dark before it gets to Sioux Falls. But this line of thunderstorms is going to push through the area, and some of the storms could be strong to severe, with large hail and strong damaging winds being the main threats. Large hail, even though it's going to be hot, the hail probably isn't going to be too large because it is going to be hot, but there's still that threat, there could be some large hail embedded with some of the storms that fire up. Also strong winds, accompanied with one of the threats, the secondary threat, because there's going to be some wind shear to support damaging winds as these storms make its way across the east. There's a warm front from about Rapid City down through western Iowa, and it's going to shift north, and that's why those thunderstorms down here in western Iowa are developing, because this is along that warm front. So let me just show you the big picture here. We have thunderstorms and going on in up in northern Montana. This is part of the whole system. We got to watch that because it's part of the whole system. And there is a severe thunderstorm watch that is just outside of our coverage area in southwestern North Dakota, for western North Dakota here, and central and northeastern Montana. Also, this hot pink color, this is a fire weather warning, and that is in effect until 10 o'clock tonight, because conditions are favorable for fires possible because it's going to be hot. Wyoming, we looked at some of the temperatures in Casper and parts of eastern Wyoming, and made it above 100 degrees. So yeah, that's no question about it. There's a red flag warning in that area because of those. And it looks like the National Weather Service has just now put out a severe thunderstorm watch. We were waiting for that to happen. I was waiting for that to happen here, and now that has happened. There is a severe thunderstorm watch that is in effect now, and this is for this is all of northwestern South Dakota and all of central South Dakota. So let's take a look at this now. This is the new threat that we have. And this is what the National Weather Service was talking about. They were talking through a mesoscale discussion, talking about this possible weather watch. And it's because I was just talking about this band of thunderstorms that's going to make its way and push off to the east So this is what's going to happen. These storms right now in eastern Wyoming and western parts of western South Dakota, they're going to make its way across the east. And as it does, it's going to become strong to severe, with large hail and damaging winds being the main threats out of these. But this is what it's gonna do is it's gonna form a line that's gonna be across this whole area. It's gonna form a big line like that, and it's just gonna race across the South Dakota. It's gonna race right across South Dakota there to the east, eventually impacting Sioux Falls. I wouldn't be surprised later this evening and going into the overnight hours if we get another kind of an extension to that watch to include northeastern South Dakota. Kind of like so and so like that. So that would be later this evening and going into the overnight hours for this area. That's what we have going on right now. That's the latest. Just wanted to update you. We'll have more information coming up, and I will definitely be on the air here as needed later this evening as this situation unfolds. So just wanted to update you. Here's one last look at the risk map. And the marginal is in green, and that is in the southwestern South Dakota, parts of South Dakota. That, as that line extends, it'll move farther to the south, so that's why there's just a marginal chance farther to the south. But the slight risk, that is for this line that is going to push off to the east and southeast. So be prepared if you're anywhere in South Dakota. Let's just say that. If you're anywhere in South Dakota, just be prepared. You know, have all those social media websites going. Watch the weather, watch the radar, and I'll put out information and probably severe weather coverage later this evening. So just stay tuned to RT Weather here, and I'll give you the best information possible here in tonight. So that's an update. We'll have more information coming up.